We didn't take a broad enough view of our responsibility, and that was a big mistake. And it was my mistake, and I'm sorry.
Abusing consumers' trust.
Oh my God!
Abusing consumers themselves.
Oh my God! Look at what you did here!
Cheating on something as basic as the price of bread.
Well, what did they do? What did they do?
Lately, corporations have a lot to be sorry for.
I want to begin by offering a personal apology to the two gentlemen who were arrested in our store.
Things have always gone wrong, but in the past, no one would know about them. You come home, you tell your partner, your kids. You go back to work after lunch, and you tell your coworkers. But now, we've got a way to record it, and crucially, we've got a way to distribute it.
Well, when we say when you can't.
Jamie Watt runs Navigator, a crisis management firm that companies hire when they're in hot water. He says smartphones, social media, and the speed at which videos go viral has changed everything for corporations.
They have to say sorry before they're ready to say sorry, before they have all the facts, before they've done all the analytics, before they've assessed it the way they would normally assess a situation. There's no time for that anymore. They've got to go out and say sorry right away.
That rushed approach can present risks, but so does taking too long to apologize.
Come on, here's a good boy.
Karen Lawson of Port Carling, Ontario, told WestJet she was not happy it took a month for the airline to say it was sorry.
You made a big mistake here, and it took you, in my opinion, too long to come back with an apology.
The mistake? After Hurricane Irma last fall, when other airlines resumed flying to Turks and Caicos, WestJet didn't. It told passengers the local airport was closed.
So then...
Lawson runs a business there and knew that wasn't true.
In the last 3 weeks, I've personally flown in and out on American Airlines and JetBlue.
Only after CBC reported on the false information did WestJet admit it canceled the flights for business reasons. The airline blamed the situation on an internal miscommunication.
I don't think I buy that, and it came too late.
So how bad was this thing that came out this morning?
Jamie Watt says this is an example of another type of corporate mistake.
If business is playing a game where they're only giving remedy, they're only fixing things, they're only making things right because the media gets after them and CBC gets action or the Toronto Star gets action, then you know what's coming next? Government regulation. And if that happens, they've got no one to blame but themselves.
1, 2, 3, yes! First one to the field! First one, make money!
Sure enough, the government has ordered an inquiry into Bell Canada's sales tactics after a CBC Marketplace hidden camera investigation.
Hi there. How are you today?
Now this price is an ongoing price and continue forever.
No, Bell can't promise it will never raise prices, but some consumers fell for it. The outside sales trainers were fired, and a prompt apology was issued. The entire industry is in the spotlight and faces a public hearing into its sales practices in October.
Governments in the U.S., the UK,
Most important, though, companies need to show they've learned from their misdeeds.
We have made a lot of mistakes in running the company, but I'm committed to getting this right.
It seems Mark Zuckerberg's apology in April wasn't enough to maintain the appeal of joining Facebook. Public filings show new users are not signing up the way they used to, a fact that contributed to Facebook's stock losing $120 billion in value in just one day last month. The company still has more to do to win back trust.
The test isn't really that hard. What would you expect your neighbor to do if their kid put their softball through your front window, right? Apologize, pay you back for a new window, and make sure the kid played baseball in the backyard after that.
The lesson for business leaders? Apologize quickly, sincerely, honestly, or pay the price. Diane Buckner, CBC News, Toronto.